Here's why your race is keeping you poor. Most minorities aren't presented the same opportunities in terms of their career, status, and network, but a lot of it is their fault, not racism. A lot of minorities are raised in environments to where they never interact or see people except for their own kind. From their schools, neighborhoods, friend groups, and if you've been in these areas too long, you probably have cultural stereotypes that you exude too, which can actually hinder you professionally. Now, just because you were raised this way doesn't mean you have to stay that way. So once you actually grow up, you need to move to more diverse areas and stop sticking to the minority groups. You should have the ability to communicate with a hood dude the same exact way you would with the old white man. So once you diversify your environment, that will change you for the better. Then from there, present you more opportunities that you wouldn't have had otherwise.
Welcome back again to another YouTube video. My name is IK. If you're new, welcome to the channel. I decided to speak a little bit on this clip by Austin. I believe that's his name. So there's a lot of things he's saying here, and to be honest, I don't think that many of these things just apply to dating. This is a very sensitive issue, especially when it comes when it comes to like the Black community, in terms of just like where you are raised. It can absolutely limit you in terms of your career, your dating, and just your overall success in life. There's no denying that to a large extent, the white man owns these lands. I'm actually speaking to you from Canada, and I know the sort of systemic, racism that's here, and how much people are speaking up gradually about it. There's like sort of inclusion that we all want to do. We project Canada and the Western world overall as a place that's very inclusive and welcoming and all that, but there are still some things that are happening behind the scene that are absolutely impacting people's lives, especially the Black community or the minorities. So specifically when it comes to your dating life, the truth is, when you've moved, this message may not apply to everybody. There are some people who are in countries where, it's just your race. You will see you only see brown, you only see black, the same race, and that's not going to be much of a problem, even though some of them have caste systems and have all this sort of like tribalism as well, even in some countries and some nations, which is a little controversial. Being raised in certain neighborhoods and just like poor neighborhoods or underserved neighborhoods, or the neighborhoods that we know are not really getting the resources that they need, because they are populated by a certain group of people, maybe Black communities or Hispanic or any other sort of community. This is evident in the Western world. This is evident in the time that we are right now, even in 2024. So as a young man, if you find yourself in situations like this, right, you need to broaden your thought process. You need to realize that this is actually a huge thing that can limit your life, that can make all the difference with your life. Take a moment and realize that the people you associate with, the place you grow up, they reinforce certain beliefs and they form your opinions across life. There are many people now who believe and just believe in a lot of things that are not good for them, and their mind is what has limited their life. It's the thought process, it's the way they go about things, those belief systems that they grew up with, that have fundamentally been established in them by their friends, by their peers, by their parents. When they were growing up, these things have formed your opinion. It is possible that you could find love outside your race. It's possible you could find love outside your community. And I'm not saying that you're just going to go seek that out, but that you broaden your horizon, you broaden your mind and yourself. The environment you grow up in is pivotal to your success, with money, with dating, with your life, with your career, all aspect of your life. I moved from Nigeria, and I come from a very small state in Nigeria. As at the time when I was much younger, I already started thinking of, leaving that environment. Not that there's anything wrong with it. Not that I despise my community. Not at all. I just thought to myself that, given the sort of zeal, drive that I have, I should be rewarded somewhere else in a better way for my drive and for my, skills. And I thought it best that I moved to the Western world. I moved to a different environment to foster my growth, to help me be a better man. There are so many other consequences to being here that may not be easy or not that great, but it's still worth it. It's one of the best decisions that I ever made, and it's put me in this position now where I can share a lot of experience with people. So if you are raised in a community where it's just a certain your type of people, it's okay for you to associate with other groups of people. I know of many communities who stick to their own community. They stick with themselves and they never look outside. They never broaden their horizon. They never associate with other people from other places, from other countries, from other races, from other tribes even. Some people wouldn't even associate in the same country. Some people wouldn't even associate with people from other tribes or other states or other languages. Realize that your growth is more than your environment. Your growth, your name. In fact, I forgot how the Bible even phrases it. It says something about the manifestation of the sons of God. Like the world is waiting for your manifestation. And the world is not just your community. The world is not just your race. The world is not just people that surround you. There are white people, there are black people, there are brown people, there are people of all nations and all tribes and all languages and all tongues all over the world. You can make impact. Your destiny may just not be within the confinement of your race or within the confinement of people of your type. It may not be. So you need to realize that and begin to broaden your horizon. Begin to broaden your mind, your thought process. What is it? How can I get out of my environment in order to grow, to be a better man? How can I get out of this environment that's limiting me? That's what Austin is talking about. He's saying that many people are growing up in environments that end up limiting them in hoods, in dirty environment, in places. This is not a fault of their own, obviously, because you are born there. That's your life. That's what you know. That's what you know. And that's the government, to an extent has failed in that way to certain communities, and that's the truth. And we can it's what it is. And sometimes we as to a large extent are also contributing to that failure, because we encourage a lot of things, violence, gangs, and all that stuff in the name of surviving. People have to go into other things that may not be beneficial to them. So at some point, you need to realize that it's time. I have to get out of this space. I have to get out of this environment. Else, this is going to keep limiting me. This is where I will remain. This is what my life would become. And you don't want your life to be limited in that way in just your neighborhood, especially if that neighborhood is not contributing anything positively to the success and growth of your life, to your ability to meeting other people, meeting other women, meeting people that are outside of your own community. There are many of us who do not even know how to converse with, many black folks may not know how to converse with white people. They might get on ease or not too comfortable or don't even know what to say, but they get so comfortable. Like when they see other black, they get so comfortable to talk to them because, these are my people. They know me. They understand me. I understand all that. You have to break out of that space. You must break out of that mindset. You must break out of that limitation. For you to get anywhere with life, you have a calling where you're going to stand before kings and princes and all that stuff and royalty. Do you think they are just going to be people from your place? No, they won't be. Your opportunities might even lie with other women from other races. Yes, you might even, your personality, your character, and all that stuff. Maybe, just maybe, other type of races may find you attractive or may desire you more than people of your race. I'm not speaking to any particular race right now, just a general conversation. I'm not speaking to those two who have fetishes or who have preferences where they prefer to date a white girl or prefer to date a white man prefers to date a black man, a black woman, I mean. And all that stuff. That's not what I'm speaking to. That's your choice, that's your life, however. But broaden your horizon. Be open to the fact that you could be with somebody that's not from your place, that's not from your culture. I know you have to get out of that space and be open, because you never know where you could genuinely even find love, and this person will hold you, this person will desire you, this person will love you. This person, I've seen love stories where, like, people travel from here and go back to Africa even with their partners, some women, and go and learn the culture, imbibe themselves in it. I've seen many of those, and guess what? It's working for them. You need to break out of that mindset too, where you just want to stick to your own people. You want to stick to your own people. I'm not just speaking about dating. I'm speaking generally about life. All you know is your own people. Your own type is where, in fact, do you know how much prejudice that false beliefs, misconceptions that many people have about certain races, which are not true. I don't even want to dive into this too much. I'm treading carefully here. Which are not true. You believe a lot of things. Let's say a black man walks up to a brown girl to talk to her, have a conversation. You could see them get a little bit uneasy or because I don't know. Maybe they start feeling unsafe. I have no idea. Having the knowledge as a black man, having some knowledge about what other races believe about your race is important. A typical black man would have to put in twice as much effort to be seen or get a job than the white man may. I've done jobs with other people of other races that they didn't have as much certifications that like I did, but we were doing the same job. You guys have to be aware of these things. Don't just walk and treat the world like it's some fair place. It's not a fair place. It's not a fair ground. It's a competitive ground. And I don't want you to put on the mindset of competition. I want you to put on the grace of God. I want you to put on awareness. I want you to put on some skills. I want you to put on some knowledge, some wisdom. Apply that in your day to day as somebody who may come from the minority. I want you to do that for yourself. This is what would help you. You don't just go anywhere and think there are a lot of young black men who are promising, who are knowledgeable, who have experience, who know what they're doing, but they don't have the awareness. They don't have the spirit is not there to convict them and tell them, do it this way. Do it this way instead, because of who you are, because of the kind of person you are, because of by default your skin color. Do it this way. Don't do it the other way. Yes. Oh, you're going to work. Oh, wear a suit. Don't wear a hoodie. You don't have that awareness because you just think that, oh, everyone sees my heart. I'm a good person. I'm a good guy after all. I'm decent. What I wear doesn't define me. How I look doesn't define me. People will judge you by how you look, with your dreads, with your hoodie, with you sagging. They will judge you by those things. I know I'm trying to speak to you kindly here. I am not after anyone in any way, shape, or form. God knows I'm not. But I'm trying to speak to you from the depth of my heart, from a sensitive place, because I care about your success, especially if you're of the minority watching this video. You need to be aware of the type of world that you are in and walk with that knowledge. You need to be aware. Knowledge is important. More than knowledge is the Spirit. Having the Spirit of God to be able to lead you aright and tell you, do it this way. Because of the type of, you're not going to do the same thing that others will do. Other people from other places or other race, you're not going to do the same thing that they will do and feel that you will get equal opportunity or equal success or whatever it is. No, you're not. The world is not a fair place. It's not a fair ground. And you must be aware of that. Do not let your space, your environment where you grew up be your limitation or confine you. I love my country. I love my village. I love my family. I love them so much and I will do anything for them. But I have to care for my progress and my impact in the world. You should too. You should too. This is your life. You're not going to sabotage it for other things that you feel have you're not going to sabotage that for any other thing. It's your life and you must stay focused on it. Guys, this is all I have for you. My name is Ike. If you're new to the channel, welcome, and I hope I see more of you. Stay around. Take it easy.